sign up on the window that says Coca-Cola. There's a bottle over the door. Yeah. This is the old Coca-Cola bottling plant. Now, Coca-Cola originally came to Lakeland in 1917. And there was a fellow that had a tin shack next to the railroad tracks on Kentucky Avenue. And his name was J. Bunyan Smith. He had the business until the 1920s, and he sold it and went on to become our 19th mayor. All these people became our mayor. His claim to fame is, this is going to sound silly, but while he was mayor, he was also the city dog catcher. And in the 1920s, I guess it was unusual to have two jobs at the same time. So the Ripleys, believe it or not, people picked up on it and actually put him in one of their books for having two jobs at the same time. Anyway, he got rid of Coca-Cola, became our mayor, and the Coca-Cola moved here in 1933. And this was a state-of-the-art bottling plant. It could produce up to 75 bottles a minute. It was automated. And one of the old town traditions would be to go to a store and buy a Coca-Cola and look at the bottom of the bottle to see where it was made. A lot of times it would have been made here. And I think one of our old Lakeland Coca-Cola bottles is up in the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. I've got to go up there and see that. But this is the building that had the tunnels. In 1995, there was a battle going on between Historic Lakeland, the City Commission, and the Fire Department. The Fire Department was moving from the other side of the lake, and they wanted a brand new facility, a large facility. And Historic Lakeland wanted them to use this building so it would be preserved. So they went back and forth for a while, and eventually they compromised, and they made this building here part of their offices and then built a new structure behind it for their purposes. So everybody won. But when Coca-Cola left this area, the Goodwill took it over for many years, and then it was vacant for a while. And while all this was going on, one of the janitors from Goodwill called and said, "You need to know about the basement and about the tunnels." And this was in a Tampa Tribune article in 1995. So they didn't even know there was a basement. They were working on the building, and they found a hatchway. They had to move a desk and lift up a rug, but they found a hatchway in the floor. And it went down into the basement. They found a sump pump, a couple of Coke bottles, and there was an array of tunnels that went in different directions. The tunnels were 4 foot in diameter. They're not really sure what they were used for, but I did speak to a police officer that walked in one of them, and that tunnel he went in went towards the lake. So because they were redesigning this building for offices, they had to gut it and they had to stabilize it. So they filled that basement in with $100,000 worth of sand and concrete. And we no longer have access to those tunnels.
I think someone was